Pew pew. Oh, Stan, what's going on, man? My ear is great. I can hear again. I felt like Helen Keller there for a little bit, but no, it's good. I tried to clean my own ears with those like over the counter, uh, what do you call it? Over the counter, ear cleaning kits, and I didn't do it right. I'm not a doctor. Let's just put it that way. All right. I couldn't do it. PP 2000 for payday 2, please. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the MFW show, episode 17. Oh man, what a week it's been so far. We are working on a lot of stuff. Candles you light on fire and stick in your ear. No, Tucker. It was. I don't know. I can't even explain it, man. I like did it and I thought it was fine. Then the next day I woke up and it was clogged. I couldn't hear anything. So I just went. I was literally in the doctor's for like 10 minutes. I had to wait longer than the actual thing took, and they just cleaned it out and I could hear right away. John Miles, I sent you a new drop down. I sent it to the warehouse. I don't know if it got shipped today, but you'll have it. Justin Waldrop, I'm going to take care of you too. He had swimmer's ear. No, I did not have swimmer's ear. Oh man, you guys are funny. I posted that and I tagged myself in there. I got a lot of like private messages, like, "Well, we hope you're okay, bro." Like, like I was in a major accident. That's how much I love you guys, dude. You guys got it figured out. I appreciate all of your sympathetic comments. By the way, it's my birthday this month. It's actually my birthday on the 29th, so I'm 5 days away. So if you guys, if you really do love me and you want to send me stuff, I like beer, Coors Light, Corona. I don't know if you can send that in the mail. If you want to send me something, you want to say happy birthday, John. We're thinking about you. You guys know our address here. If you don't, I'll send it to you. If you guys are feeling feeling giving. I'm totally kidding, guys. But it is my birthday on the 29th. It was Callista's birthday this last weekend, so if you guys didn't say happy birthday to Callista, you've messed up, and I feel bad for you. But obviously you can see I'm by myself again. I'm the only one with a watch, obviously, in this company, but I'm totally kidding. They're working on some stuff before the show. Anyway, some of you guys saw my live stream earlier this week on Monday about the Precision series of guns that I will be building and releasing. They will be the only of its kind. They will, like I said, be built here. They'll have a couple of items that we will not ever sell. There'll be stuff that we're bringing in. Happy late birthday, Justin, by the way. I remember you told me that. But back to what I was talking about, it will have items on it that we will not be carrying. So there'll be some custom insignias. It'll have it's going to be an entire product line that will be one of its kind, and it will have the insignias to prove that. So whoever buys it, you will have a one-of-a-kind marker. Here's the fun part of it. So obviously there was a lot, probably about 50 of you guys that messaged me asking for pictures, estimated price range, etc. And I can't really tell you about that because that's not how it's going to go. What we're going to do is I'm going to build the gun, and Mike is going to help me, and KT is going to help me. We're kind of going to build them together, and then from that point we are going to give you a date and time, and that date and time is going to have a page on the website that you're going to be able to go and purchase it. The first person to purchase it is going to get that gun. So there's no ifs, ands, or buts, or hey, the bidding or anything like that. This will be a one-of-a-kind thing. It will have, trust me, the price point will be accurate to what's on the gun. You always do that. Always do that. He always does that. As if I don't like to hear the sound of my own voice. But I'm totally kidding. I hate the sound of my voice, but everyone's saying hello to you. You're
I know. I
not
see
paying
him.
attention.
I am looking.
He's looking.
That's
He's looking at
lagging.
me. He's looking at me. Looking at him. Looking at you. That's what's going on here. Anyway, so that's how this is going to work. We're going to do this probably every 2 weeks. We said,
What?
right? The gun, the precision line.
Yeah, I think so.
Every
weeks.
2 weeks because you have to give us time to bring in some stuff. What happened?
Just thinking about.
What? Oh, yeah.
Setting this up has been a fun conversation. Man.
Yeah, we had a couple conversations already that were serious. Like started very funny, and then now it's kind of legit, becoming legit. MagFed Legion, what's going on? Hello, MagFed Addicts. Wow. What's going on? So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that line. I think, we've always talked about it. I think in order for us to grow and offer more to new MagFed players and to you guys that are looking to grow your collections or even upgrade, we need to offer some different stuff to you guys. So the precision line is going to give you an opportunity to be a top of its class. Oh man, Chaz Constantino from the Philippines. What is going on? That KT keeps Jonathan prisoner at FCS headquarters.
What am I, chopped liver? Shit.
That's actually true. I have shackle marks on my wrists, Hector, that prove it. I'm just kidding. So another thing brings to the topic, and we'll wait for KT before we go. But you guys have seen the Operation NWAR event page. Most of you have already said that you were going. That's awesome. Let's see. You want to add anything to that?
Well, yeah. I quietly watch a lot of the posts. I just kind of see what people are going on. I try not to get involved very much with all the rhetoric and the drama social media and Facebook can do, and a bunch of keyboard warriors can be. Even when they're bashing our products, the company, the customer service, I try not to get involved. I just kind of try to solve the problems.
I get involved.
I just try to be as proactive as we can to fix people's issues. I come back here, I send people posts and link them in and say, hey, you need to fix this. But I have seen a few posts about NWAR and specifically the date. It's unfortunate. I realized that after the fact, that the date is the same as some other events, some other big events, and that was not purposely done. That was not the intention. The date for OEW actually was set before we left 7. I've always had that date in mind. I've confirmed with the field and set it, so it's been what's good enough for him and his field and what he can organize. It's just with the transition of the company letting go of OEW completely and me taking on the project on my own and trying to find the right people to work with, people that are part of the company, people outside the company, within the community, people that are doing MagFed games on a regular basis, attending them so that they can provide a good enough experience. One of the things I've always seen at NWAR from NWAR 1 all the way up till now is that people have a lot of fun with props and prop-laden missions, and that's kind of my goal. I don't know if any of you have ever been to 3. Most of the people that have been to many of them, Clarence, I know being one of them, has always referred to Operation NWAR 3 as probably one of the best. Bob Magnet, did 5. That was also a very good one, had probably the largest attendance. But every one of those games had nuances that kind of kept people hoping and wishing for more next year. And that's what I'm trying to take everything I've known from 1 to 7 and bring that for 8. And hopefully we can have it all a good time. But that takes a lot of planning, organization, and because of that, it took me a long time to actually make the public announcement of the date. Mostly because I'm kind of anal about getting things done right the first time, and I wanted that first poster to be perfect of what my vision was for 8. But there are 2 big games that have moved from September to October this year. I'm sure they have their reasons. One of them being Kilo 69, and the other one being Snake Eater 3. Last year they were in September. Now they've moved them over to October, probably because some kind of logistics or better weather, whatever it may be. We, on the other hand, have always stayed in October for a specific purpose here in California. One of them being the Cave Nations, which always happens at the end of September. And then we have another big scenario group that's been hosting the game, Lockdown Scenarios. And they always do theirs on Veterans Day weekend. So we have to find somewhere right in the middle. And I just want to kind of put that out to some of those people that ask that question of why. It's never been about trying to compete. It's that we have always found a home in October, and I could tell you what OEW 9 will be, OEW 10. They're all going to be around the 20th, the 19th, around those times, because not closed up yet.
That's to show you how dedicated our staff is. 4:53.
They're still
He
working.
ain't washing his hands yet. He's still building your guns over there in that corner. So just keep that in mind, fellas. We work hard over here. We work hard.
So, I mean, and that's one of the reasons why we will always have it right around that time frame. It's unfortunate because I personally would have liked to have gone to Snake Eaters. But once the date was set, I really couldn't move it around. We moved it around last year, and we ended up having to comp 3 players who were traveling from out of state and out of the country because we moved it. And then when we moved it, Dead Legends ended up planning theirs at the same weekend right around the corner from us. So, you know, once the date was set with this field, I'm sticking to that regardless. And I don't like it, but it is what it is, and we have to move forward and try to just continue to provide a good game for everybody. So hopefully you see you guys out there.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand politics and stuff that's not politics. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that. But anyway, you know, Operation N-War is not only has a great cause, but brings me to my next thing. For my birthday this year, I told Mike about this. I have my family involved in a couple other stuff, but I got involved in like a fundraiser. By the way, those of you who donated to St. Baldrick's, thank you very much. That was really cool. I've been going back and forth with the people over there, and they actually got a large, quite a bit of money. I think like close to $500. So I don't know if some of you guys donated anonymously. I know some of you got John Miles, and some of other people I think messaged me and said they gave like $50 or so. That was really cool. But yeah, they got probably like $500 plus just from what I was talking about. I had a couple friends and some of my other company stuff get involved too, and it was an awesome thing. So this year for my birthday, I invited you guys, some of you, to the event page. Excuse me. And you can donate, you know, $1. All of you guys should be able to donate $1, honestly. Everyone should be able to donate $1. You do it at the grocery store, you know. But I got involved for my birthday to raise $1,000 for Autism Speaks, which is a foundation that Mike's heavily involved in, I'm sorry, because of his son Noah, which is also my son's name. I copied him, and but you know it's a great thing. So if you guys can, I'll put the link to their website here. You can donate if you can donate $1, and you can get to that. Help me get to that $1,000 range. That'd be awesome. I mean, it really could. If you can do more than that, great. If you can at all, that's fine too. But if you could do $1, that'd be awesome. So and also all the proceeds this year from the. Is it all or
A portion of
a portion.
it. I mean, I'm not sure if I can do all because we do have future plans for other games, so I kind of have to.
Right.
But as much as we possibly can, all the proceeds from the raffle from OEW will be going to the Autism Speaks. There is also on the registration page that we are setting up, we'll have a donation tab. So people, if they would like to, can actually donate to a fund that will also go to the Autism Speaks. I want to give a shout out to Joseph Munoz, who kind of hit me up over this week. He wants to actually set up a dedicated charity page to help raise money for OEW for the Autism Speaks. Um, so the outpouring of support that I've gotten from open up and about this and kind of letting people know something as personal as that in my own life is just been amazing. A lot of people give me well wishes, willing to give their support. I mean, it's all something that's new to me, but I think it'll be for a really good cause, and hopefully a lot of people come out and show that support. If not for the event, for those people that are, affected with autism or on the spectrum, and hopefully we can do some good things with that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And this year too, guys, we're going to be doing an emphasis on really bringing in new players to the game. We really want to, Operation N has kind of been a very loyal crowd every year, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And we appreciate your guys' loyalty to the fullest extent. But I think from moving forward, and now that Mike's running it and I'm helping him do that, we really want to make Operation N a game that a first-time MagFed player will never forget. So we really, our marketing strategy and stuff is going to change this year. So if you're coming out to the game, don't be surprised if you see a lot of new MagFed players out there. Fathers and sons and stuff like that. I think that is what's going to, exceptionally grow this event, and then also grow the sport indefinitely because of all this, the great game that you're gonna experience at Operation N.
And I definitely want to also give a big thank you to KT and for this company for all the support they've given me, and the fact that he doesn't want to. He's getting out of the scenario business per se, but is still allowing me the time to be able to use this avenue to continue to promote it, knowing what we're going forward with. So I definitely want to give a shout out to him and a big thank you for that. What else were we gonna say?
He's overwhelmed.
I had something else I was saying. I'm trying to remember.
Guys, I'll have Mike put the link to the event page, or if one of you guys Jen, if you can put the link to the event page on here, so that way people can see it, that'd be great. That way you guys can pre-registration will probably open up. We said
this
next week.
weekend.
This weekend.
Probably this weekend. We Jen and I were here late last night, till about 8:30, 9 o'clock, getting it all squared away, how we're gonna organize it, and I think I think there's only one other thing that we got to add on there, probably to get it up and running, and people can start registering right away.
You want to tell them the price, or you're gonna wait till?
The price is going to start off at $80 pre-registration. That will be until August 1st. August 1st, it's going to go up $10, and then you're going to have September 1st, it'll go up another $10, and then of course in October it'll jump another 10. And a lot of that obviously has to do with the fact that we're not at a paintball field. We are at a training facility, so it's a rather expensive facility to use for the weekend. Insurance is a little more elevated than normal, so the costs associated with definitely are turning out to be a little more on the far end of the budget. But I think with everything that we're going to be able to do and provide for everybody for this event, I think it's going to be a really good time.
Let's see here. I posted the link, or I pinned the link to the Autism Speaks website. You can donate directly to that link, or you can explore the website a little bit. There's a lot of events going on for that. That's probably one of the biggest.
It's probably not the biggest, but I think it's one of the more widespread that I've learned of.
The most involved, I think. A lot of the autism stuff that I've seen, some of the bigger foundations are like yearly. These guys are doing a lot of stuff like monthly, from multiple areas too.
Yeah, from what I understand with Autism Speaks is because they're doing a walk, so it's real interactive. We always enjoyed doing it because of their whole vendor booth area. It's real interactive. You come in the morning and they have all these booths that all the kids can interact with different types of settings. I've seen when they had a kennel that was for children as a comfort animal. That was really cool. A lot of the kids loved that. Last year, what I actually did for our area is I rented 3 costumes of PJ Masks, if anybody knows who they are. And I had my 3 older kids dress up in these PJ Masks costumes. And it really struck a note with me because I did it for my own kids and the younger kids. So I expected a lot of 2-year-olds to 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds come over and want to take pictures. But to really look back and you see the other people affected with autism, watching a grown man, 24 years old, walking up to this PJ Masks costume, excited like a giddy little child, and so happy and smiling from ear to ear just to be able to take a picture with those things, is one of those things that I don't think I'll ever forget for a while. And so it's kind of become a staple for us, for me, my wife, and what we're going to do for our yearly walk for our Noah. And I don't think they have it live right now, our actual walk team, but it's called the Life of Noah. And if I can get it re-registered up and get a link up there, I definitely will. I don't know if we can take donations yet because our walk is usually in the 1st of April. But what I wanted to say earlier is I wanted to give a big shout out to MagFed Society because I saw their posting for their game that they're going to be holding, I believe, in August. If I remember right. And they've linked up with the Autism Society, and they're actually doing also a fundraiser for autism. And I just wanted to give those guys out there at MagFed Society a big shout out. I mean, that's something that, again, hits me really deeply. And if there's anything that I can do, you guys just hit me up, and I'll see what I can do. Give you guys something for the raffle, anything. Just anybody from MagFed Society, definitely hit me up.
Albert Rosales, thank you for your donation. That's really cool. Frankie, yeah, that's pretty obvious. KT, everybody, he is in the flesh now. We'll go ahead and I'll start the auction, and then we'll get into the show here. So this is the auction marker here. This is built by Jamie. Some of you guys have seen it on the website already, but this is like it's a race gun, I think is what they call this. It's a tactical, race gun. It's for shooting very, I guess target shooting. I don't know, competition shooting for get Justin.
160. Not even waiting. 160.
It's a tactical gun. You got a Magpul stock here. It's got the remote line adapter. This is a Blizz. Oh no, it's a bolt. It's the bolt. I'm sorry. You got that trigger frame here. It's detachable. You can put that new Thunderbolt on there if you want. Even the BT4 E-trigger. Shape projectile ready. You're going to get a standard helix, of course, black, and then your 14-round D-mag. This is the highlight. You got the mil-spec barrel nut adapter, and you got yourself a Noveski NSR. This is a 13-inch, right? They don't make 12-inch.
13-inch.
13-inch with a Magpul XTR grip and a red Thunder Pig barrel. This is a pretty neat gun to look at. This is a 12 by 32, or is it 9 by 32?
9 by 32.
9 by 32 scope, and then you have a little tiny red dot here for that quick shooting. Like I said, that competition style shooting. This gun is exceptionally light. The NSR, the Noveski NSRs, for being as big as they are, they're very, very light. So this is going to start off at $210. Okay.
We're just going.
It's $210 now. Justin, he didn't win last week, so he's coming in here with a vengeance. Timothy Brooks, Al Doble's already got his gun. He's done.
He wants another one.
Yeah, he wants another one. I heard he's waiting for my precision gun.
Right.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and leave this here. And you guys have at it. Increments of 10.
Show them the red dot.
Yeah, I showed him the red dot here. So, and all these optics work, so they're all good.
All right, so I have this new product just came in about an hour ago, so I came in a little late because I want to add this on the website for you. Just a block for your Tipex gold, and we can actually, when you order it, it's $10. So we make it really easy for you guys to kind of customize the pistol. You can actually order it with custom engraving with your name on it. I can pull it up for you so you can check it out where it's located on the site. So each week we try and put a new product in, do little things. So just an item here, an item there, and it starts to grow.
Oh, where'd you put it?
Oh, I think you have to search block.
Okay.
I was so quick at it, I didn't really have a chance to put it on. Is it on?
No.
Oh. Search, let me check.
Tipex?
Yeah, Tipex.
Hammerhead Code of Silence.
It's not on?
Nope.
Huh.
See, there it goes. Only gold. Can you get it red?
Told you. Let me go check my machine where it's located.
You guys are picky, dude. You guys need to relax.
There it is. It was there. It's right there.
Oh, I got it. I got
It's
it.
right there.
Okay, gold block. There you go.
Can we get other colors? Let's start off with a gold and let's see how this goes. Yes, we can do other colors.
So Tipman
Just
Tipex
give us some
gold
time.
block, $10. Engraving, custom engrave. Does it add a price to it?
It at $10 if you want to
Add
custom engrave it.
$10, so it's a total of $20, and we'll engrave your name on it. So there you go. There's a photo of that, so you guys can
You
take a look
click
at
on
it. You can click on it.
Custom engraving could be your logo, it could be your name, it could be
Logo.
whatever font style that.
No, not logo.
Well, not logo.
Because you have to digitize the logo. You have to position it
Hey,
properly. It takes work to, and a lot of times.
Okay, so them with their font, huh?
Limited font. If you trust us to choose the best font, we'll do it for you. But yeah, it does take. The problem with logos sometimes, a lot of players or people, you don't know vector format. You send us a JPEG. I can't laser engrave a JPEG format. I get a vector format, and to digitize that takes time. You gotta cut it and make sure everything's right. But generally, you want your call sign on there, your name on it, I'll put it up for you. It's really
He
simple.
said, Jonathan, is that the same as the ones on the defense site? No, those should be orange.
No,
not
the ones on
gold.
the defense side, that's a home defense pistol. That's our version of it. That's an orange one. That's not available. So gold first, guys. Don't.
If you like them, if there's enough interest in them, we can make different colors, red, blue,
Chalupa
orange,
Bat-
whichever color you like. But
Chalupa Batman.
Yeah, definitely,
Dude, you guys are great.
then we'll start with the gold one, see how it goes. We don't know if you guys gonna like them or not. So.
Emojis?
There's no red, no font. Well, I mean, red's going to be a little while. We have to order it. I mean, we just brought in the gold and we figured we'd throw it up. I could definitely.
Like I said, if you like them, there's enough people interested in different colors. Let me know. I can make them pretty easily.
Well,
it's
there's-
just that.
They're saying yes, we like.
Okay.
They want more colors.
All right. What colors?
Red seems to be one of them. I'm sure some
All right.
people might want blue,
Blue,
green.
green.
I don't know. Send us some color options and
Right.
we'll start making them. And then as far as the font,
We break for Chavelas. Yeah! Yes! Dude, that's thinking outside the box right there. Tucker coming in clutch with that. Chavella King. anything
RoboCop
Chavella.
blue. Okay.
RoboCop
So,
blue. Okay.
We could do that. FDE.
Black.
Will it be available to purchase at Oklahoma this year?
The blocks?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
have some with there.
It just came in like
It
about.
won't be laser engraved because we don't have the laser engraver there. But
Periwinkle, that's a good one too.
What?
That's periwinkle. I don't know why I find that word very funny, but it's periwinkle. If that's your call sign, please stop playing MacFed.
but no, that's actually debugged.
I'm totally
right there,
kidding.
though.
I'm totally kidding. So yeah, you got those. It actually looks really good on a Tipex. I think.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
why
see, I told you you're gonna open up the gates of hell, man. Everybody's got colors. Caraco gray, green forest,
Pink?
metallic blue.
Somebody's
Oh,
making
my
up
Lord.
colors in here. What
I
is
think
going on, guys?
I think somebody would want a pink one too.
Okay.
Though. So I think, yeah.
Should we tell them about what we're working on?
As far as
Maybe
fonts
Tipex
though,
or something?
you guys let me know what font you look. I could search it up
Okay.
and download it,
No, I
and
have
I'm
not.
sure we can get it on.
no,
We
let's-
could come up with all
let's,
kinds of font
oh,
styles.
You know,
That's
wait.
easy.
Let me get the 3D in
Okay.
and how it looks and everything before we
Okay.
show 'em.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that would be nice when you have, or I can have a sample, then you show 'em.
When you shave that stash. No, I gotta leave it, man. This is what separates me from looking like a 12-year-old, man. I can't. And it gives me something to play with when I'm daydreaming. We have something that we're working on for you Tipex users out there, but KT wants to wait till probably next week or so.
But maybe another 2 weeks. I'll show you guys
Yeah.
the CAD, the 3D on that. Probably the first time we'll do it live. Show you guys live on the show and the CAD and how things function. And then we'll probably have a couple weeks of that.
Chris, I'm not going to grow out a beard because the last time I did that, they called me the Red Bush, and I guess I was like a very popular porn star in the 70s. And I can't be doing that, dude. I got kids. I got a kid. He's 5 months old. I don't want he's signing autographs in public for the Red Bush. You know what I'm saying? I got
Baseball life, huh?
it can't be doing that. Anyway. So we got the Tipex blocks. That's the newest product of the week. 6.25 one shot. Oh, you want to tell them? We should have those new one shots.
The one shot. I'm making not the one shot, but mofo. And what's that?
That's really small.
6.25. That's like inside the barrel, isn't it?
Right, right. If anything, will be like 6 inches one shot
Exactly.
rather than 6.25. And then I'm making mofo. We're doing mofo right now. It's a customized mofo. It goes from, you can order from, I think 3 inches up to 14 inches. So that's coming back about in a few more weeks. Once we have that, you can just select your length and we can make them for you.
All right. So let's go into the precision, our custom line of markers. So Mike, we'll go ahead and explain it to you.
Real quick, before you do that, you want to recap the auction gun?
Oh yeah, we'll go through the auction for those of you guys who are just joining us. You can see here, it's a race gun. You have your 9x32 magnified scope, and you also have a red dot, micro dot here, or microscope for quick target acquisition. This gun is a little long, but with this XTR grip here, you get some really good confidence while you're shouldering this marker. And it's got that red Thunder Pig, which is kind of cool. It adds a really neat look. You got tons of key mod here. You got tons of, you can add actually more, what are these bars? The standard Picatinny attachments that can screw into the handguard here. And then you got key mod on both sides and the bottom. So solid, shape projectile ready. Justin's got it right now at $230. So increments of 10, we'll go from there.
This is actually a great deal. The handguard alone could go for like $120.
Yeah.
Just the handguard alone. Internal air, if just the marker itself, internal air runs about $300, and then you get a $65 scope, another $6 red dot. So this whole gun probably priced at about what, $400 or $500?
Yeah, probably $400 or $500.
Yeah. So you guys got a great deal here. You can try to score it under about $300. It'll be a steal.
That red Thunder Pig makes it, definitely. All right, so let's jump right into it. Go ahead, Mike. Take it away.
Oh, this is your beauty. Your precision.
All right, so what we got here is a 468, and it has a couple aftermarket accessories. One, the highlight of this would be this handguard here. As you can see, it's got striations here that open up the on both sides all the way 360 degrees around it. And I put a NARC muzzle brake. It has a 10-inch one-shot barrel. So this is going to be a first strike machine. I have a Night Strike. Which one is this? This is the Viper. What do you call it? Foregrip here, which
Viper.
Yeah, Viper. Which is this is extremely light. Looking at it, this looks kind of heavy, but this marker is very well balanced. You're going to have a really good time shooting this out on the field. You have Rhino front and rear flip-ups, and one of our 20mm see-through risers with a Holotech, the tan Holotech. This is all synced up. You also have a pressure switch red dot here that you can see. This goes right, it fits right over your hand here, so even you guys with smaller hands, You'll be able to pressure switch and use that. You have a QD mount on 6 locations on this handguard. So if you guys run those 2-point slings, even a single point, you can do that very well with this marker. You got key mod on 3 locations here, both on the side, the top. Actually, yeah, 4 locations. I'm sorry, the side, all the way around. Actually, 360 degrees. There's Picatinny on 360 degrees as well, especially up here in the front. You have a flashlight here. Pressure flashlight here will come with a pressure switch if you want to use that. I'm not a fan just because the night strike is right here. I can push it with my front finger here. You have the Gen 2 Javelin. You have the latch, what do you call it? The charging handle with latch, the newest version. Extended magwell that is going to have our custom limited edition insignia for these the product line of markers that we have that we're going to be releasing to you every single week. You have the remote line version. The reason for that is because I put a Strike Industries, which is a firearm manufacturer accessories company out of Santa Ana, California, PDW or CQB stock. This thing is very slimline. It has, it allows you to really dig this into your shoulder comfortably. Everything on this marker just is very well put together. You got the ergo grip, so it allows you to really hold it. The ergo grip is an extended grip. I like it better than the Magpul. One, I have bigger hands, but the finger grooves allow you to really dig the grip into your hand and allow you to reach, your mag release very well, even those with smaller hands. Safety selector switch makes a very nice click, which is really tuned in here. Other than that, you got the black
customization.
Yeah, lots of customization. Did every single piece, make sure everything flew and worked together very well. The handguard, for those of you who are asking, they're going to ask me what brand and what model it is. It is a MOTS or MOTS 2 made by GMP. This thing is, it's a metallic bronze. This is they call it a sand color. But this thing, man, you could take off all these accessories and this would look like a solid piece. Your muzzle brake actually protrudes into the handguard, so you only have, what'd you say, about 2 inches, 2.25 inches of that muzzle brake sticking out. So this is a solid marker. So it'll be first strike ready, of course. It'll have all the latest and greatest of the 468 in one package, plus a lot more. Everything is zeroed in and really well sighted in as far as laser and the Holotech. The only thing that you're not going to be able to really use is the iron sights, just because you have all this. But if you decide you want to take those off, you can definitely do that. So how you're going to be able to buy this? Not telling you the price, not telling you anything else. We are going to post it up tomorrow at, what do you say? What time?
Say 3.
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
on our website, Pacific Standard Time, on our website. You will see the price, and we will get a link around. We'll put the link up on our Facebook page around that time for you to purchase it. First one to go, we're going to put on the blog page, right?
The blog page.
The blog page. You put a comment saying first. If you are the first one,
First
it's
to
yours.
first to want to purchase. Not
First one to purchase. Don't tell me, don't drool over it. Don't put emojis like I want it. Don't do any of that.
Say, I want to buy.
I want to buy this marker. You will get it.
Right.
I know I will check it right at 3 o'clock, and then I'll send you an invoice and we'll get it shipped out to you. This will also come in a 468 box. We're going to give you the full 468 experience. But it has a new lower, the 468, so it doesn't say RAP4 on it, and then you'll also have that custom insignia and logo that will be for this precision line. So I hope you enjoy that. I have another one for you in 2 weeks, and then we'll keep doing them every 2 weeks after that. We will...
Basically, it's one of a kind?
It's a one of a kind.
One of a kind.
Yeah, one of a kind that you'll
build.
never see this here. Like I said, this is the first one too, so every single one that we'll do, depending on what marker it is, the only thing that will be pretty much, you know, the same as everyone else's. Will be whatever model marker it'll be, but the accessories, the tuning, etc., I'll handle personally. Mike will handle personally, or KT will do personally. So that way, you know, you're going to get a full, complete, tuned custom marker by one of us, and you'll be able to purchase that with the insignia. What is it?
D-Blog said that I will do things illegal in some countries for that 468. What's that word?
Oh man.
So yeah, I will be bringing in, me, KT, and Mike have been scouring the internet,
The world
and
of
talking to
firearms.
a lot of our dealers and stuff like that to bring in products that we will probably never sell here to outfit these custom builds for you guys. So they will definitely have, like you see on this one, firearms grade products on there. So for those of you who own real ARs, you can use that handguard because it is free floating, and that stock on your real ones if you want. So there it is, guys. The next one I can tell you is going to be really badass too. They may not all be 468s. We may throw in a couple DMRs. We'll throw in. I mean, it's really depending on how I want to build it and how KT and Mike see that vision based on the products we're going to bring in come through. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that. If you guys are interested in purchasing it, make sure you come to our Facebook page tomorrow around 3 p.m. Okay, I will post the link at 3 p.m. You go to the comment page, first person that says, I want to buy this marker will get it, and I will contact you immediately to pay and move forward. You only have tomorrow to pay. If you tell me you want this marker and you say you get paid next week, shit in your hand, dude. You're not getting the marker.
Wait for next week.
Yeah, you're not waiting for next week. You have to wait for the next one. All right.
This is really
240 for the.
this is really
240.
well put together.
It's very balanced.
Yeah, well balanced. It's everything goes. I mean,
Psycho Lou, is that what you?
Yeah.
I saw that.
yeah.
240 for the.
Bolt sniper. Oh no, what is he talking about?
He's talking about the auction gun,
Auction gun.
Oh, okay.
the bolt, and the sniper because it's long.
Okay. Do some guest builds. That is something that we've talked about before. We have always looked through, and I've looked through like Badass Marker of the Month for ideas of what's out there. Right now, I see a lot of, crossover between real AR accessories. A lot of people are using, what's that? Jin, you got one, that P90 buttstock,
Right.
and that thing.
That's
A
cool.
lot of guys are really taking those firearm products and putting them on their MacVed guns, and that's where we have all discussed and really, said that we need to change our looks. We need to offer stuff that's relevant to the industry, and makes these markers stand out a lot more, and it will make you stand out as a player a lot more. I can tell you right now that no one is going to have a 468 like this anywhere you play. And if you do, if you've seen it, you send me the photo because I wouldn't believe it. So you're going to have a lot like this thing. I don't know. I like it. I like it a lot. I think I always like to keep you guys in mind as far as like how your player styles are. And this mark has a lot of adaptivity to for you as a player to accommodate multiple scenarios. So MCS needs a honey badger.
We do.
Yeah, we've heard that before. So, like I said, tomorrow, if you have any questions or anything about this gun, or how you can buy it, make sure you can message me directly before 3 p.m. tomorrow. Don't message me at 3:15 saying, "Hey, what happened to the link?" And then I'm just gonna be like, "It's on the page." So, other than that, some of you have seen some of our new intros for our videos, both the tech and our MCS videos. A lot of positive feedback for that, and we really appreciate that. I think it's been long overdue.
It is.
It's long overdue. The MCS, the Modern Combat Sports one, was great. For those of you who are epileptic, it may have caused may have instigated an attack, but it did the job for a little bit. But I think now, with where we're going with media and where we're headed with their tech videos and things like that, the intro is great. We also have a brand new outro now that will be at the end of each video that you'll see probably tomorrow for the first time. But you guys have seen our quick guide videos that will have gone through a lot of you have watched the 468 one already. Within like 15 minutes of posting it, there was like 80 views on it. So for those of you who still are, in the market for a 468, you can watch that quick guide video that kind of explains some stuff too that you're going to think about before. Keep in mind, and this is something that KT wants to reiterate, and I agree. All of your markers are built here in Gilroy at this facility that we're sitting in right now by hand. They're not from overseas or anything like that. You hear Niner working on stuff. Jamie's building guns now. So everything that you guys purchase marker-wise is built right here in the USA. So that's one thing that I mentioned in the videos, but just to reiterate, keep that in mind. You guys when you call in with tech questions, when you send me emails or send Mike emails or send your guns into Mike or send them to KT, you are dealing with the people who are directly touching and working on your marker. We're not just faces of people who actually do the work. All of us are pretty much doing the work. So
Right.
that kind of stuff is very, very important to us. We want to make sure that every marker that leaves this facility is in tip-top shape, so when you receive it, you can get on the field right away. So the quick guide videos are for those of you and will be sent to you for whatever marker you purchase. So if you buy a bolt, you're going to get a bolt welcome guide video. If you buy a vortex, you're going to get a vortex welcome guide video, etc. So the only one that I haven't done yet is the DMR, and I will do that. For those of you who Al Doble watched the 468 one, I'm proud of you. I wanted to do that like DJ DJ Khalid, and he goes, "You the best." I wanted to say I want to do that, but I had to put my own spin on it. So thank you guys for the support on those videos. I enjoy doing them for you. I know it makes our jobs a lot easier.
Yeah.
And it also informs you and teaches you about either paintball markers in general or our dedicated systems and platforms.
Let's go over the
auction
one more time, and let's end it about 5 minutes or something like that, so people have a chance to kind of auction it off.
So we got you can go ahead and explain it, KT.
All right, so, this is getting a little bit long for a small guy like me, but it's pretty well built, light, like Jonathan said. You got a scope, a backup one here on the side stock. You got a back crew stock here. You can still upgrade to a lock bolt system. I would have built with the
new Thunderbolt
trigger frame, but I guess Jamie want to make it small and light, so it's actually pretty cool.
So we're at 250, Justin. Anybody have any questions? I think we've been getting I've been getting a lot of questions on my Facebook page about quite a big, like a rainbow of different things, completely random. KT was going to tell us something about the Tipex. Seneca Wilson, silly.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's talking about the we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
We'll show you. We literally it came to our attention with Jin. What was it? That was this week, Monday, or was it? What day was that when we gave it to you? It was Friday. Last Friday. When we came up with the idea, when we were talking about it in the lobby, when Joseph Rojas was here.
Oh, that. Yes.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about.
Oh, okay.
It literally came to our attention like that day.
Right.
And then KT took it, and he's been working on it, and now it's pretty much almost done, and we'll have that.
Yeah,
Vortex logbolt.
Yeah, next week I'm definitely going to show you guys what we did, and then you can give me some ideas. But after that, we can actually make it. So I'm almost done with the cat drawing. Give me another few more days and able to kind of 3D for you. So next week, we'll go over 3D modeling a little bit, show you how the component works. And
So I get lashings for buying a TMC.
Yeah. Vortex lock bolt. That is, I'm waiting for one more piece to come in. I think in about maybe 2 to 3 weeks. I think we'll explain to you that they're like two version of Vortex that are out there. One version that has a little hole. I'll explain to you next week too when we'll actually have the product in house, and I'll explain to you the difference between the two, and then you can see why it takes a little bit of time to get it right. So about two, I think the most like 3 weeks. I'm hoping to get it about maybe 2 weeks to get it in for you.
Will we be producing our own hurricane cores? I think eventually we'll have to. At this time, it's not an urgent matter because GI, Tittman, whoever you want to call them, will continue to produce the cores for services of the current phenoms that are out in the market. So it's not an urgent matter for us to produce our own, but much like the Tornado kit that's coming for the X7 Classic, much of those parts we will have to produce our own because those are no longer in circulation. We will get to that point on the Hurricane where, yes, we will have to produce our own internal core for that system.
We're to attenuate that, Mike. We're looking at an old marker called the SL2000 that was made by CMI. We took over CMI International about 3-4 years ago, and we have the design of the core, but we never really explore to making it yet. We're still busy making some other projects. So once we get through some of these basic projects that we have, we're probably definitely going to go back and draw it up. We have samples of the core. We've been playing around with it. It's a mechanical spool valve. Mechanical valve system that built into the trigger. And we do have that. We just didn't have enough time to play with it enough to kind of give you more detail. But once we're draw it up, and we can show you guys how it works.
Let's see here. Tornado still targeted for summer.
Tornado, no, it is not. I'm kind of hold off with the project at the moment. I need to kind of work on it a little bit more before I start to crank it out. If the soonest, I would say around, what month is this?
It was May.
May. Loads in May. It's getting June around the corner. Looking at maybe November, December before I have that out. It takes a lot of work to make sure everything is right. If we don't get it right the first time, we actually have to go back and correct the molds, correct the tooling. It's a pain. So I'm taking a lot of care to make sure things is right, rather than have to go back and correct the production.
Dusty Hatfield with buying TMC. You know what, man? You do what you gotta do. if you want to know if you hurt my feelings a little bit, I'm gonna say yeah, But if anything, By the way, you guys really supported that video. That video got shared quite a bit to a bunch of different groups. I actually saw it in like paintball. I forget what it's called. It's like a group that it was just about paintball, but
right.
not a lot of. It didn't have a lot of activity, but it was just a paintball group that you don't really see a lot of MagFed stuff on it. One of you guys shared it to it, and it blew up a thread there too. So
that's great.
I thought that was really cool. I was anticipating a little bit of flack for that. We all were, but I didn't really hear anything. So I appreciate the support on that video and for you guys sharing it, because I think it really was informative. It really opened up a lot of people's eyes. I haven't got a TMC question since.
All right.
So
that's great, because we don't like to bring in another company's markers or compare. You always have people give us a shifty eyes when we do that, but we're getting so much question about what is and what is not, and we have to do it to show the difference.
Tucker Danielson, just to reiterate for everyone, this is the priority list right now. The shaped round. That's pretty much the first one on the list right now. We're very close to figuring out and finalizing the details to release. The next, now that you put the Tornado, what do you think?
I would say the pistol would be up there. Those are like the top priority product, because those kind of things that will put MagFed, put our sport into the next level. The rounds, of course. I mean, you can't have all these markers in the world and you don't have the round to shoot it. Well, we're not going to get anywhere. And there are enough rifle out there in the world already. I mean, there's 6-7 different models out there. Now the pistol. So right now there's 2 pistols that reign the market. You got the Tipex. That's everybody go to that one. The secondary, you have the Tiberius T8. Those are the two. We need a third one. So we aim. I know the other company making them too. That they have something in on the plate, but our goal is a little bit different. We're making a secondary for everyone. So at the price that you need to secondary, you get one. So we're not going to say how much, but it's going to make it extremely affordable, reliable, and make it really good for you.
Seneca Wilson, no, it's not going to be a PPQ, but we will have the 43 cal PPQ at the end of July, beginning of August. So for those of you who are a big fan of the 43 cal but want that realistic look, the PPQ will actually fit in a G21 holster. So it'll be very, very easy to find Kydex or hard shell Blackhawk level 2 and level 3 retention holsters. We will have that. We will be doing a big video. We'll probably dedicate an MFW show to that system.
Shooting, testing, dropping,
testing,
hitting
everything.
it, breaking it.
But
yeah.
Well, what I've seen
right here on the table.
Yeah. From what we've seen at Paintball Extravaganza, talking with Cliff over at Humorex and Elite Force, wow,
it's a
they
good pistol.
Answered a lot of prayers on that.
It may be the pistol to go to for MFW if the field accept the caliber, and if the caliber are accessible for players to have to purchase the projectile, the balls, then I think it might be the pistol to go to. Who knows? It might be the one that reigns the industry.
Yep.
I think that, I mean, we don't know because we don't know two factors. We don't know the reliability of the unit. We don't know how well it shoots. We tested it, we play around it, but we don't know how to real life use. So we have yet to have one in our hands to say, well, it's going to be fantastic. So far, the handling, the fitting, the fields, the functionality, it's top notch.
And best of all, the maintenance and service of this pistol that they're releasing is very, very simplistic.
Right.
A lot of
that's what we love about it. Yeah, that's what we love about it.
That's going to be the highlight of this unit, and the retail cost.
Right.
Wow. Let me just tell you that.
Yeah.
You'll see it when we put it on our website. We do the show.
So it's around the corner. What, 2 months left to go? So like I said, I if it's worked out the way that we're expected to, the way we're being told, the way that we're anticipating, I think it might be the pistol to go to for all MFW players.
Cost of the shape projectile be the same as First Strike? No. We're anticipating not.
We're at least, our goal is to be at much lower, but the worst case scenario is half the price of what First Strike going for right now. That's the worst case scenario, but our goal has always been about 10 to 15 cents per unit based on the quantity that you're purchasing. That may change a little bit based on the final production of the quantity. I don't know if you covered earlier about that at all. You didn't cover about that at all?
What?
Production and rounds and this and that on shape?
No.
Okay. Let me run it a little bit. So right now we're just kind of fighting against how many we're going to produce and what kind of capacity can we handle. 1 million rounds a month, 2 million, 10 million rounds. That number's kind of conducive to how we're going to be able to produce them and at the cost in which that going to be for purchase. That's what we've been working on. And able to produce those type of rounds at the quantity and at the demand that you guys are looking to have it for. That's half the battle. The other half battle is just design. The design is done. All subsequent technical aspect of it is already done. We just gotta produce it, and producing it's that's
an uphill battle in itself.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to realize trying to find a company that can produce these at the volume that we're going to need to.
Volume and cost, right?
And cost that we want to. It's been the problem with a lot of the products that you see that we've come out over the years. The DMAGs, for instance. I mean, we put a release date on those, and it got delayed almost 7 months.
Right.
8 months. But that was not because we didn't design it and it wasn't ready to go. I mean, it was finding the manufacturers that can produce it at the quality that we needed. At the price range that we needed to actually make some money and not lose our ass. And keep it here in the U.S. That was another big goal for us for the DMAGs is have more control over the production. That in itself I think almost took me a little over a year just to find the
Right.
right companies to find if you've ever taken apart a DMAG, you have the pieces that hold the bottom together, the pieces that help the feeding on the
Right.
top. Then you have that extruded shell in the intern. If you look at the
And Dye
ink,
actually beat us to it, you know.
yeah,
And
because
Dye,
they
another
just went
company,
with
actually beat
the
us to the same idea, but they beat us to it by having it up first. And and our goal has been to, I mean, always been to make product that grow the sport. So that's why the magazine, we want to make it low cost, good, reliable for you. And now in the next stage is making the rounds. And we got to do that with the right approach. And we fail a few times by making the wrong decision. We don't want to make the same decision again.
it's kind of like what everybody keeps asking about bringing back the box mag. It is still something we're trying to work on. Why did we stop? I'm getting a lot since we're getting a lot of new players and MagFed is growing. We're getting a lot of people that are getting into MagFed because they used to play hopper ball, and the first thing that kills them is they can't shoot a lot of paint because they got this 20 rounds in a mag or a 10 round mag because it's in a flip depending on whose system they're using. That's probably the first thing they start looking for. Is there box mag on the internet? And they go searching on Google and they find the RAP4 box mag. They call us up and say, hey, can I buy the box mag? How much is it? And then we have to tell them it's been discontinued. And why is it discontinued? Why did you stop producing? I need a box mag. I need a box mag. Um, you know, and then there's the people in the industry that had experiences with the box mags, and they talk about how it was garbage and it was a paperweight and it didn't work. And I've gotten so many in that I've rebuilt, and I mean, you got to look at the nuances and the factors that made it not a perfect product. Is why we stopped producing it, because obviously we would go back to the manufacturer and say, hey, you need to fix this, you need to fix this. But with every revision, there was a cost increase. And if we pushed at that time, I mean, we'd be selling a $200, $300 box mag, and it still isn't on par with something like, say, Dye Style, where they have the Bluetooth connect and everything is synced and it's easy takedown.
Right.
We were behind in the times and we had to rebuild it,
Right.
but we needed to make sure that our manufacturer wasn't going to hit us with a cost increase because, of course, that gets passed on to the consumer.
And we don't want that.
we
Really,
don't-
I mean, we want to make good product, reliable,
and keep it at a lower cost.
and so get more players to come in. Joseph Rojas was asking if the projectile, the ship round, is consistent in size or different sizes. So we got that down, and we're not relying on the round itself to seal up the barrel or to put the twist in it. We're relying on
The dry band.
the dry band. The dry band made of foam. It will clock into the barrel really well, and since it has that tenacity to it, so we're not going to worry about the size. It seals the chamber real well, get your barrel compression. It should really, I mean,
Our biggest thing with the projectile for the other division of the company too that I work with is consistency. That is our and Omar's and KT's and Mike's and mine's biggest conundrum is consistency. To where you buy 100 batches and not one time did that consistency change between those batches. That's what we're looking for in this round, and that's where we've found the right people to do it. So right now, the last step, the last problem, or not problem, but thing that we're trying to work out is that that amount. So
quantity. Like
the
I said,
quantity,
where
yeah.
how many? We'll talk about this all over and over again, right? The how many units can we actually handle on a production? Normal paintball, the round ones, a field can shoot a pallet a weekend. A pallet has 100 cases. Each case has 2,000 balls. How many? That's 2 million balls. 200,000. Yeah, 200,000 balls. That's one field. MagFed, can we handle 1 million a month, 2 million a month? That's really the question of able to invest into a machine, invest in production that can handle that kind of numbers.
Since I'm watching the clock, did you guys already set a time to end?
We never did. So
yeah, we'll do 5 minutes from now. 5:46.
Let's end at 5:50 for the auction gun. So you guys check your clock properly. If you're gonna put a bid in, please put in it early, and because as soon as the clock on our machine here, it says 5:50, we're gonna end it, and whoever has the highest bid that we see on the screen will call it, because there is a tad of delay on what we see on our screen and your actual time.
Right.
That happened a couple of times. We apologize, but to be fair, we have to read out what we see because that's a time that we go with. All right.
So you guys are asking a lot of questions about, will anything need, basically there will be 0 modifications needed for any of our systems or any other system out there to shoot our shaped projectile. Okay, if you have first strike springs in your Helix or DMAGs, you'll be able to shoot the shaped projectile. You do not need to adjust anything. Bore size, as far as what we're aiming for, was 687, right?
686.
686.
What we let me back you up on there. All the equipment we design is designed for shape, not really truly first strike. That's because first we weren't able to have our rounds out yet, so we are kind of making accommodation for first strike. But all the spring, all the magazines, barrels, that's why the hammerhead one shot. It's at 686, 8687. So everything we put together, it's for shape projectile, not truly for first strike. First strike is the accommodation that we have to work with in between. That's the official answer.
Alright, what else you guys got here? Somebody says that you guys started the 5 minutes a while ago.
Well, we
We
got carried away.
We just said 5 minutes. We didn't really say the exact time of ending. So I did say that, but we don't say proper time ending. Then, you can't end it there. Like, yeah, 5 minutes, mom. 5 minutes, mom.
We'll go. We got 2 minutes left here, and then Mike's gonna show you a little something that we have for you guys in 2 weeks as well.
Okay.
We'll start with it next week, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
About 2 weeks. Okay.
Well, maybe I might as well show them real quick before we do this auction.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, this auction
You
almost.
want to build some hype behind it, man.
We got a minute left, so I don't know if you want to do that at all. Okay, let's
Let
finish
the
this
auction
first.
in?
All right, let's finish this auction
Let's watch
first,
this clock.
one at a time. So there's about a minute left, give or take. So you guys want to bid on it? Let's do it before we close. Otherwise, Skylar Lou gonna take it home for 260.
Cisco
Psycho Lou.
Lou. Where's he at?
He's at 260 right now. We have 1 minute left. Can you see how the shape projectile is going to look for those who haven't seen? Joseph, you already
I think you fondled that thing already.
Yeah, you've already. I saw you take it to the bathroom and bring it back. You're probably leaking all over the internet already. Let's see. All right. Do you have any other red pigs, thunder pigs?
Yes,
yeah, we do. We
Yes,
do have
we
a couple.
I have red. I think there's blue and there's green.
All right, that's it. Psycho Lou, you got it, my friend. Congratulations. Message me, and I'll get your invoice out to you tomorrow, and I'll get you paid, and we'll get it shipped out. All right? Congratulations. All right, so, Mike, you want to...
All right, so for next week's auction, well, not next week's, sorry, 2 weeks auction.
In some time in the
So it's gonna
future
be our
auction.
So our next box. We're going to put together another box for the next auction, but what I'm going to do next week is give you a sneak peek of what kind of gun is in here. It's not going to be a showing of the entire gun. We're just going to give you a little snippet of what possibly you might be auctioning or bidding on for the following week. So next week you get a sneak peek, and then the following week we will have another one of our fabulous gun boxes, which I'm thinking went pretty well because I have a couple people that have repairs that are asking for signed Corona bottles now to go back with their repairs. So we don't know what we'll put in there, but next week you guys get a small little sneak peek of the gun that I'm putting together.
Justin, yeah, we went through the entire box on the old show. You could just go to the last episode 15 and go towards the end. You'll see everything there. Chris Garcia won that one. We are going to ship that out to him tomorrow. Other than that, that's all I got for you.
I think we're done for today. Thanks for everybody for showing up and hanging out with us again, and hopefully we can come up with some good stuff to talk about next week.
I think we talked about it too. We're going to do possibly like a Friday night episode.
I
we
think
have
so. Maybe
Chavelas.
the-
All three of us have
there we go.
Chavelas here.
Oh,
We're just
man.
gonna
How
we're gonna
many
spend
get
our
home?
Friday night. Yeah.
I'll have to Uber home.
No, we have an apartment up here.
we
on
got- Remember where Omar used to stay?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
little the troll in the tower.
Quasimodo.
Other than that, guys, thank you for joining us for this week's episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned tomorrow for that for the 468 that's going to go online 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're in the market for a 468, or you know someone that's in the market for a one-of-a-kind
Custom.
468, make sure you check out the Facebook page. It's going to go very quickly. I'm very sure. So we'll have another one for you every 2 weeks, but just keep that in mind. Other than that, we'll see you on the field.
Thanks for watching, guys.